going on, guys? I want to make a quick video real quick of this G0 hose I use. I think it's Z0G. There it is. We had I actually made this video the other day, and somehow it got erased. But I've been using this for 2 years now. Of course, as the more I do the washing, the more efficient I try to be. All this will be on a hose reel that I have already, just waiting on the weather. Got a hose reel, and then gonna have a 55-gallon drum in the back of the truck. Gonna run everything out. But the reason for me to make this is I'm trying to do a review just on things that I use every day. And you know, when I'm washing, I went through a bunch of hoses. I used to use cheap hoses, and then they'd, you know, end up breaking, dry rotting. And then I got the Never Kink, and you know, they were good for not kinking. But the real reason I love this hose is this is 50 foot, okay? And that is just dangling. If that weighs 2 or 3 pounds, I'll be surprised. But that's 50 foot of hose, and when this hose gets pressure, you can hardly keep it crimped over to not kink, to not let any water out. You know, you can cut off a normal water hose, just crimp it, you know, and it won't let any water flow. That G0 or 0G, you can't do that with. But I love the hose. They have the green now that is a Pro. It's a bright green, you know, and that's cool. A lot of people like the Flexzilla. I felt some of that at Tractor Supply, and I wasn't real impressed with it, just because it felt like flat rubber hose. Now, I know a lot of guys use it, and you know, I've never used it, so I can't really say anything on it. But that hose that I have up there, G0, it's awesome. And there's no telling how much you could put on a reel and use. But I've used it. I've been using that one for 2 years, and I love it. But the comparison, which, I mean, I know it ain't like a weightlifting competition or nothing, but that I picked up was 15 pounds. Or it was 50 foot, weighed maybe 3 or 4 pounds. This is about 75 foot, and picking stuff up, and I can't even pick it up off the ground because it's so stiff and heavy and bulky. And there's no way that I would want to reel that up on a hose reel. And that's just me. That's just my personal opinion on it. This is a Never Kink. I think for like 50 foot, 100 foot, it's about, I don't know, $75, $100, something like that. And the G0, it's pretty comparable. I think you can get about 75 foot for about $1 a foot, pretty much. And I guess if you find it on sale, depending on where you get it, you could probably get it cheaper than that. But I just wanted to do this video to show you this hose. Of course, I don't have it hooked up to anything, but I've had this hose drug on asphalt, concrete, briar bushes, rose bushes, through the mulch, over rock. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, when I bought it, I was a little skeptical, because I was like, one, it's a collapsible hose, and two, it's kind of pricey. But you see some of these places on it, and you can see where it's rubbed up against stuff, kind of snagged. And like I say, I've been using this for 2 years now, trying to find a snag, which that's pretty good. You know, it's been, you see a little fray a little bit around the seam, but I mean, it's been a great hose. Got a few little nicks. I got that. Show you like that. Focus. But a few little nicks on it. nothing major, but I mean, just for the collapsibility of it, for it, I don't even know if that's a word, for it to collapse like it does, the weight of it, the connectors are good. It's just a great hose. So for any of you guys out there, I've told everybody that I talk to, whether they're a general contractor, pressure washing, doing whatever, anytime somebody asks me, you know, customers or whatever, hey, you know, what's a good water hose? You know, I want to get that Everkink, and I'll go, well, you can, you know, but I recommend this one. And so I love it. Boy, that yard looks rough. You can tell it's fixing to green up, but man, good shot of some downstream and bleach mix. But I just wanted to shoot this video, compare the hoses. They're probably the same in price. I thought I was getting something good when I got that Everkink, and I'm not saying it's not any good, but the G0 to me is just top of the line. I love the way that it fills up. It holds pressure good. Like I said, it's about so strong you can't kink it, you know. Once it's, not unless you kink it before the water gets to it, you can. But just wanted to shoot this video. That's what I'll be putting on my truck.